Hello folks, I'm here again making another video about everything that happening here in the garden, and it's been a while that I didn't go too much here because it's raining for the last 3 days, and the ground is so muddy, but the vegetable likes it. So right now I'm just sitting in here and doing this video. Now I will show you a little bit of my vegetable that I just planted here. If you see, especially this one is where I start the seeds, and I'm still deciding which one, what kind of vegetable I am going to put here, because the one in the back side, okay, right there, I'm clearing it, and or actually I'm weeding it right here. Those greens are the mustard greens that I'm telling you about the other day that I make the video, and I I didn't okay, that I didn't pull off, because I'm thinking maybe I can get some of that greens. Now that is one area that it's not done, as I said, because of the rain. Now at this point it's cloudy, but it's very humid and hot. So the good thing here is, like, I can go now in the garden, and well, it's not that muddy anymore. But what I'm saying, I can visit and check all of my plots, and unfortunately I don't know when can I start this one. That's the other one, and this one. And then look at this. There's so many weeds in here, right there. But this one is a Chinese okra that binds, and it just started giving fruits. So at least I can see that I can harvest in maybe 2-3 weeks. And this gourd, I have one here that growing, and here I will show you the other fruits, other vegetable. This one I didn't harvest it. I have, like, I think 3 or 4. Here's another one, and there's another small one here. And here, oh, it's 5. There's 2 on the other side. This one, that one, and that one, I didn't harvest it for seeds for next year, for the next season. So I let it go, get matured, dry it in the vine before cutting it in fall and save it for the next season. Now, this one are the eggplant that I planted. I think it's almost 2 weeks now, and there is a lot of flowers now. I don't know if you can see the flower right here. Here's the flower, and most of them has a lot of flower, so it's a good thing that anyway, the good thing that the vegetable likes it is the rain, and they are growing really nice. Now this is the cabbage that I planted. So cabbage, some eggplant, and another napa cabbage at the very end right there. And last night I harvested some, and I'm planning to make kimchi. Now on this side again, this one I already planted. Oh, it's still too small, so it's very hard to see. I don't know if you can see it right there. See that one? That's a cabbage, another cabbage, another cabbage. Because instead of planting the kale or collard greens, I already start seeds a few weeks ago. I think 2-3 weeks ago. So I said I'll plant it in here, so right away once I clear it, there's already some vegetable. And this one, this side, see, those are eggplant that I plant a week earlier than this eggplant. So this one is vigorously growing up too. So I hope this will give you an update of my garden, and hope you enjoy this update and seeing my garden, the progress of my garden. So everybody, if you are in about having some idea about garden, you will get it from my channel, and hopefully you enjoy, get ideas. And the thing is, not everything, there's no such thing that one size fits all. So what I'm saying is, if you are gardening in another region, in another places, in another country, it's always different. That is the difference in gardening or in planting. Even in big farms, it's always different. That there are some vegetable, there are some crops that don't give a good harvest in a different place, different state, different area. especially if you are on those hot areas. Crops are different that they plant. So what I'm saying is there's no such thing on my knowledge that one size fits all. Even here, the only good thing that I can say is, as much as possible, I don't use fertilizer. As much as possible, I don't use chemical insecticide. What I'm using, you see, that let me show you that. If you can see, the eggplant has some holes in their leaves because, as I said, as much as possible, I don't want to use chemicals. So what I'm using is neem oil or permethrin. They are expensive though, but I don't care much as long as it's not harmful to me. It's not harmful to other people that will eat my vegetable. Because neem oil, as far as I know, is produced in India, and neem tree is the source of neem oil. They extract the oil from the neem tree, and they found out that it's a very good insecticide. Now, the permethrin is another insecticide that is almost organic, because permethrin derives from chrysanthemum. It's a flower. You know, in Asia, they know what is chrysanthemum. Here, very few people know what is chrysanthemum. It's a flower that some people make tea out of it because it induces sleepiness. Those people that having hard time sleeping, they make tea and drink it at night before they go to bed, and it helps them to sleep. Those are the two that I'm using. Now, the other thing is, as I said, fertilizer. I don't use fertilizer. What I'm using is, number one is wood chips, sawdust, or mulch. That's what I'm using. Now, if you buy mulch in a big box store, they are expensive, and they weigh it like, I think 40 or 50 pounds, I'm not sure. It sounds cheap, like $6, but this garden that I have, this one is how do I say that? They are wood chips that the electric company every year they cut the branches of the tree along the road, and they crush it into wood chips. And I told these people what they are doing about the wood chips. What they are telling me is, they just throw it, or some people ask for it and they give it to them. So I said, if you can, just drop it in this property. And last spring, I got three truckloads of wood chips that I put in this garden. Now, sometimes they don't come in my area, but there is a sawmill that is near from here. It's only like 9 miles, and I go there and ask them how they do on their sawdust. They said, we sell it. I said, how much? $10 per load. And I said, what is the load? Well, they said, it's a scoop of a loader. One scoop is $10. I said, okay, let me try it. I paid them $10, and they said, bring your vehicle at the end of the sawmill. One scoop is 25 cubic yards. It didn't even fit on my pickup. So I said, okay, worst comes to worst, if the electric company is not here and I need wood chips or sawdust, I'll just go to the sawmill. So that's what I do. And it helps to eradicate weeds. Now, the weeds that you see right there, where is it? Right there. It's like since spring, they are there. Now, yeah, there is wood chips, but wood chip helps only to maintain a slow growth, but they are still growing, so you still to weed them. And what I'm doing, the weeds that I got, I pile it up on the side, and once it's dried and it starts to rot, becomes mulch, I put it back on the garden and then cover it again with wood chips so the seeds won't grow much, but still you have to weed it. That is one of the things that I can share, because if you buy everything to put in your garden, the seeds, the amendment, if you buy fertilizer, if you buy insecticide, which insecticides I have no choice but to use some kind of insecticide or insect deterrent. There's no other choice on that. We have to, or I have to use it, because yeah, you can still harvest, but most of them is not like a market quality, or it's hard to sell because it looks ugly. Bug bites, especially when I have my green beans. This year I didn't plant green beans. 3 years ago I planted green beans and it was attacked by, I checked it in the internet, it was attacked by what's this? Mexican beetle. They eat the pods of the green beans when it's young. So the green beans still grows, but there's a lot of holes in it and I cannot sell it. I even give it to my pigs and my goats. So I said, now I am forced to buy an insecticide. Then I researched in the internet, permethrin is more expensive than neem oil. And for some reason, they are approved by the Department of Agriculture to use in organic farming. Me, I'm not saying I'm organic farmer. I just do what I know that is not using or minimizing chemicals in the ground in the vegetable. Now, the neem oil is also approved. The thing is, neem oil, when I spray it, half mile away, the neighbor is complaining that you are spraying your vegetable again. I said, yeah, but I'm using neem oil. Yeah. It's a deterrent not just from the insects and bugs. It's also a deterrent from human. It's very, very stinky. Maybe that's the reason why, the bugs and insects are trying to avoid plants that is sprayed with neem oil. But anyway, this is for now, and I hope you like this video, and hope that you enjoy it. If you're new to this channel and you like gardening, just give me a little favor. Hit the thumbs up. Or if you're like in for gardening, self-sufficient, you can subscribe, because everything that I put in here is about gardening, animal raising, and in the future, maybe I'll add some cooking. I'll cook vegetable from the garden and show it to you how I did it. So that's all for now, folks, and thank you very much for watching.